Today we will continue with the special products. Today's topic is specifically binomial cube. Remember, a binomial it's an algebraic expression of two terms. The cube it's the third power, so it will be something like x plus y all to the third power. So the definition or the special product of the binomial cube, the answer is going to be the cube of the first term plus 3 times the product of the square of the first term and the second term plus 3 times the product of the first term and the square of the second term plus the cube of the second term. So it's something like the one we have on the box. It's x plus y cubed. It will be x cubed plus 3x squared y plus 3xy squared plus y cubed. Of course, as in binomial squared, if we got a positive and a negative one, we can see this specific formula in some books. Like if we have x minus y cubed, we will get as a result x cubed minus 3x squared y plus 3xy squared minus y cubed. But as in that topic, in binomial squared, we will see like we can use the first formula with every kind of exercise if we respect the signs of each term. So first, we will demonstrate this formula. Remember, if we get something to the third power, that will mean we have it 3 times. So if we got x plus y to the third power, it's like having x plus y multiplied by x plus y multiplied by x plus y. So in this case, first we need to multiply the first two parentheses. So it will be x multiplying x and y multiplying x and y. So it will be x squared plus xy plus xy plus y squared, and in the other parenthesis x plus y. So in this case, remember it's like multiplying the first term by the two terms on the next parenthesis. So it's going to be x cubed plus x squared y. Then it's going to be like multiplying the second term by the second parenthesis. So it will be plus x squared y plus xy squared. The next one, it's like multiplying another time xy with the other one. So it will be plus x squared y plus xy squared. And finally, like multiplying y squared. So it will be xy squared plus y cubed. So in this case, we can do like term simplification. So we got this x squared y, this x squared y, and this x squared y. So it will be x cubed plus 3x squared y. Then it will be plus 3 times xy squared plus y cubed. So this is why when we have a binomial cube, the final answer is going to be the first term cubed plus 3 times the square of the first term multiplied by the second term plus 3 times the first term multiplied by the square of the second term plus the second term cubed. So now we can see some examples of binomial cube. So the first example is going to be something like this: 3x minus 5y cubed. So it will be the rule, it will be the first term to the third power plus 3 times the square of the first term multiplied by the second one plus 3 times the first one multiplied by the square of the second one plus the second one to the third power. So we will get something like 3 to the third power. It's going to be multiplying 3 times 3 times 3. So that will be 27x cubed. The next one, maybe you can do it by mind, but I will do it on steps. It's going to be 3 multiplying 9x squared multiplying minus 5y. The next one is going to be like multiplying 3 times 3x. Then it's going to be plus because it's to the second power, so 25y squared. Then it will be minus because remember, when we have an odd power of a negative number, the answer is going to be negative. 5 multiplied by 5, it's 25. Multiplied by 5, it's 125 y cubed. So the final answer is going to be 27x cubed minus, it's going to be 9 times 5, it's 45, multiplied by 3, it will be minus 135 x squared y. Then it's going to be 25 multiplied by 9, that it's 225. So it will be plus 225 xy squared minus 125 y cubed. So as we saw in this specific exercise, we can use always this specific formula, the first one, and if we respect the signs of every term, we will get the correct answer. But also this first example, you can do it with the second formula, but you will need to put every term positive because here we have the negative signs already on the formula, and that's why we will need to use the terms as positive ones if we are using the second formula. So it's up to you, but I recommend more to use the first formula because it applies for every one of the examples. So let's see another example. So the second exercise, it's something like this. It's very similar, but we have the same letter. So let's see. The rule says it's going to be the first term to the third power plus 3 times the first term to the second power multiplied by the second term plus 3 times the first term multiplied by the square of the second term plus the second term cubed. So let's see. In this case, remember 3 to the third power, it's like multiplying 3 times 3 times 3. So it will be 27. It will be x to the 15th because remember it's power of a power. We need to multiply them. Then it will be 3 multiplied by 9x to the 10th because remember the second power of a power, we multiply them. 4x to the third. The next one is going to be 3 times 3x to the 5th multiplied by 16x to the 6th because remember it's 3 times 2 plus it's going to be 16 times 4, that it's 64, and it's going to be x to the 9. So the final answer, it's going to be something like 27x to the 15 plus it's going to be 12 multiplied by 9 It's going to be 108. We have x to the 10 plus 3. We can do it by mind, but I will do another simple step. So it's going to be 16 multiplied by 9. That it's going to be 144. And it's going to be x to the 5 plus 6. And finally plus 64 x to the 9. So the final answer, so it will be 27 x to the 15 plus 108 x to the 13 plus 144 x to the 11 plus 64 x to the 9. And that will be the final unordered answer of this specific exercise. So don't worry about it. It's very simple. We will only need to follow the rule. Let's see another example. So the third exercise is going to be something like this with fractions, but don't worry, it's the same process. So we need to apply the rule. So the rule says the first term to the third power plus 3 times the first term to the second power multiplied by the second term plus 3 times the first term multiplied by the square of the second term plus the second term cubed. So it will be the final answer. 9 times 9, it's 81. 81 multiplied by 9, it's 729. So it will be 1 over 729, 8 to the 6. Then it's going to be plus, I will do it in 2 steps. So it's going to be 3 over 1 multiplied by 1 over 81, a to the 4th minus 2/3 of b plus 3 over 1 multiplied by 1/9 of a squared. Then it's going to be positive 4/9 of b squared minus, it's going to be 8 over 27 v cubed. So the final answer is going to be 1 over 729, 8 to the 6. Then we can simplify this 3 with this 3. So it will be minus 2 over 81, 8 to the 4th b plus, we can simplify this 3 with this 9 and we will get 3 on the bottom part. So it will be 4 over 27 a squared b squared minus 8 over 27 v cubed. And this is going to be our final unordered answer of this binomial cube with fractions. So the next exercise, it's going to be something like this when we have letters as exponents. So in this case, it's the same. Remember, it's the first term to the third power plus 3 times the first term squared multiplied by the second term plus 3 times the first term multiplied by the square of the second term plus the third term to the third power. So it will be 7 times 7, it's 49. 49 times 7. 343, and it's going to be x. I will do it on steps. 3 multiplying a plus 5, because power of a power. Then it's going to be 42. It's going to be x to the a plus 5 plus 3a minus 2. Then it's going to be plus, I'm sorry, I did a mistake here. You didn't remember me. So let's see. We need first to do the second power. So it will be 3 multiplying 49 x to the 2a plus 10. That will multiply 2x to the 3a minus 2. Then it's going to be plus 3 multiplying 7x to the a plus 5 multiplying 4x to the 6a minus 4. Then it's going to be plus 8, because it's 2 times 2 times 2. It's going to be x, and it will be 3 multiplying 3a minus 2. You can do it by mind also. So the final answer, it's going to be 343 x to the 3a plus 15, plus it's going to be 49 multiplied by 6 . So it's going to be 294 x to the 2a plus 10 plus 3a minus 2. Then it's going to be plus, it's going to be 21 multiplied by 4. So it's going to be 84 x to the a plus 5 plus 6a minus 4 plus 8x to the 9a minus 6. So we will get 343 x to the 3a plus 15 plus 294 x to the 5a plus 8 plus 84 x to the 7a plus 3 plus 8 to the x to the 9a minus 6. Checking the exercise, we can change it here because I copied incorrectly. Here was number 5, so it was plus 1. Then this is the final answer, but it's not ordered. So the final ordered answer will be 8x to the 9a minus 6. Then it's going to be plus 84 x to the 7a plus 1. Then it's going to be plus 294 x to the 5a plus 8 plus 343 x to the 3a plus 15. And this is going to be the final and ordered answer. So as we saw, every exercise is the same. We will need to apply the rule, and if needed, we will need to order it at the end. So now you can do the specific task of binomial cube.